How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Double Pebble. It's been 5 years since I last did a YouTube video, and I just wanted to take this opportunity, to update everybody about sort of what I've been doing in my life over the past 5 years, and also looking into potentially restarting my YouTube channel. Of course, we're not going to be doing gaming anymore. I'll talk about that slightly later on. But first, I really wanted to update everyone about what I've been doing over the past 5 years. Basically, I stopped doing YouTube 5 years ago, almost as soon as my first child was born, my son. So if anybody has been a parent before, you know that being a parent is really all time consuming, and almost all your free time will be taken up by the child. In the earlier years, it's more of taking care of the child, and then slightly later on, when the kid is a bit older, it's about spending more time with him. So it took a toll on me, and I had to stop YouTube. In fact, I completely stopped gaming probably for about 3 years. And then after that, last year, I welcomed the second kid in my family, which is my baby daughter. She's the cutest thing ever. And again, the cycle repeated. I started to have a little bit more free time, and then we have another kid, and it consumes all my time again. But this time, I decided to really focus and spend whatever little free time I have to work on my YouTube, because there's a topic that I've always wanted to share, and I've been doing for about 7, 8 years. And I think now is the time to really do something about it, rather than constantly thinking about it, right? This is the inertia of human being, which is that you are constantly thinking, but never actually doing. So now is the time that I feel like I want to do something, right? Which goes into the second topic for today, which is why am I starting my YouTube channel again? The main thing I want to do this is to really maximize my time, to become more efficient. As a parent, you're really tired every day, and whatever free time you have, you tend to doom scroll. I bought a PS5 to play FF7 Rebirth Remake. I feel like there's a better way to make use of my time. What will be the channel about? I will be pivoting the channel away from gaming, because I feel that I've grown older and you guys have grown up. So I believe that most of us are in the working environment now. So I'm going to be pivoting my channel towards personal finance. It is a topic that has been really close to my heart, probably since I was a teenager, because of my difficult upbringing and having to struggle with finances. So growing up, I was always really into money, making my money grow. And when I started to have a little bit of income, that's when I really dive into how to grow my money. But the way I do my personal finance video is going to be different from most of what I've seen on YouTube. So I have been watching a lot of YouTube channels on personal finance over the past 7, 8 years while I'm investing. And I realized that most of these videos focus on, I would call it quite technical stuff. They talk about the ratios, they talk about calculations, charts, concepts that might seem a bit abstract. Over the years, I've had the chance to talk to quite a lot of people, in fact, co-workers, friends, about personal finance, and seems to me like most of the people that did not invest or start investing is because they find it too difficult, right? Most of the feedback that I've gotten is that they don't know where to start, they don't have the time to learn, they are lazy to learn, the videos on YouTube are too advanced, they literally catch no balls, right? So I want to do this from a perspective of the everyday people, because I myself have no finance background. I did chemical engineering in my bachelor's, and then I did a PhD in microbiology later on. So along the way, I've never really formally studied finance before. So everything that I know, which is not a lot to be honest, is all self-taught. So I want to really share my perspective of personal finance, of investing, based on the things that I've studied and I've done in the past. And what I really wanted to focus on is the mental, almost emotional aspects of investing, because everybody talks about the technical stuff, DCA, discounted cash flow model, intrinsic value, PE ratios, ROI, ROA, they are too abstract and technical. So we'll be focusing on the emotional aspects, the mental aspect. Because to me, investing is part analyzing, part calculation, but also emotional control. As I go through the videos, you guys will realize that many investors are irrational when it comes to investing compared to the everyday behavior, right? So over the next series of videos, we'll explore that. It'll be very, I would say, surface level, not technical, at least for a start, right? Just to get everybody on board. And over the course of the channel, however long I plan to do this, we can continue to explore. I have about 10 videos planned out in terms of the topics. And beyond that, I really need you guys to let me know what you want me to talk about, what are the topics that you guys are interested in. Leave in the comments below so that I can explore them, right? I can do some research and we can talk about them. Eventually, we might go into technicals if, let's say, there are requests for them. But I myself am not the most technical finance trained personnel. So we will again focus on the high level concepts, right? Now the last thing that I wanted to share for this video is basically why I wanted to pivot this channel rather to start a new channel. I'll be really honest, right? Like we have a good base. It's a good platform for me to restart something. And also because I've looked through the demographics of my channel and I noticed that most of us are in the 20 to 25-year-old range, which means that you guys are all young adults, right? Just into the workforce. And this is now the best time for you to start thinking about personal finance. Basically, you need to start as early as possible. In fact, I started my kids' investing journey the moment they are born, right? I basically took all their ang pao monies and threw them into some stocks and indexes. Because for investing, time is your friend, right? The longer you have, the less risk you are exposed to. So I figured the best time to start for them is either when they are born or before they are born, right? In this case, I did it when they are born. For example, this year during the correction earlier in the year, around March, April period, I did put some money for them into the stock market so that hopefully they will have a sizable amount of money for their education when they grow up. So people do endowment savings plan, right? I do investments for my kids. We will find out in about 20, 21 years time whether it works out, but I have confidence that given enough time, investments will in general goes up. So basically that's it, right? This is a quick update video about where I was and what I plan to do moving forward. So I hope you guys will continue to support me. You guys have been great the previous time when we were doing FIFA videos. Now I hope that you guys will support me when we talk about personal finance. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I think that is really helpful. And these days, what do they say actually? Oh yeah, like, share and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know what you guys are interested to talk about. And I'll see you in the next video.